Next one, connective tissue. So the name itself is explaining that connectivity. That means the two are the more different parts of the body, are the cells of the body. So two or more cells or the two or more tissues or two or more parts of the body is connected by the this type of the tissue. So that only they given the name of the connective tissue here. The connective tissue again based on their arrangement and their structure of arrangement, we are differentiating to the three basic types: loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, specialized connective tissue. We are taking loose connective tissue. Here, the connective tissue fibers and their matrix and their cells are arranged into the very loosely. Here the dense connective tissue, the connective tissue fibers are arranged into the compactly, and these are the modified forms. Either they are arranged in the dense or they are arranged in the loose, whatever it may be. But these are having some specification. They are called as specialized connective tissues here. The loose and one by one they are having their own differentiations are having. Loose connective tissue we are again difference the areolar connective tissue, adipose connective tissue. Dense we are taking means regular and irregular. Regular again into the white fibrous and yellow fibrous, and the specialized we are taking skeletal, in that the cartilage and the bone. Cartilage again the hyaline fibrous and the calcified. Bone we are taking the compact bone and the spongy bones are there. Vascular we are taking blood and the lymph. Blood and the lymph. They come under the vascular. Reticulate connective tissue, pigmented connective tissue, and the mucoid connective tissue. These are the different types of the connective tissues we are taking. One by one we can discuss. First one is the connective tissue, loose connective tissue. Before going to the specifications of these connective tissue, what are the contents of the connective tissues? What is the specific character, that means the general characters of the connective tissue, which are differs with the epithelial tissues. One by one we can discuss. First one is the connective tissue characters. In the connective tissue we are taking means that the three components are forming into the connective tissue we are taking. What are the three components means? One is the matrix. One is the matrix and the connective tissue cells and the connective tissue fibers here. These are the three major components which are involving into the connective tissue. First one is the matrix. Okay, or it is also called as a ground material. Ground material. So why we given the name of the ground material means all these cells and the fibers are, their base is given by this matrix of the connective tissue only. The fibers, whatever the connective fibers are there, connective cells are there, so they are presented into in this ground material only. So it given into the ground material. So that only we are calling as a ground material. So matrix, how it is forming means polysaccharide structures. Polysaccharides. So, and the proteins, these are the major components of the ground substances we are taking, means polysaccharides and the proteins we are taking. So, mucopolysaccharides, example you can take into the mucopolysaccharides are mostly the basic components of the ground material here. Example you take the hyaluronic acid. Okay, hyaluronic acid is a basic polysaccharide component. Heteropolysaccharide component, so they are forming into these ground material at the matrix of the connective tissue. And not only that, some of the proteins also, protein components also, they are forming into the ground substances we are taking. And the connective tissue cells, there are the different types of the tissue cells are presented. They are fibroblast cells, mast cells, macrophages, chromatin cells, pigmented cells, etc. So these are the different types of the cells are involving into the connective. What are those? Fibroblast cells, that means fibers. Mast cells are involving, macrophages are involving, chromatin cells are involving, pigmented cells are forming. Okay. So like this, the different types of the reticulate cells are also involving. Like this, different types of the cells are involving into the connective tissues here. So these are also major components. And finally, the connective fibers are also involving. So the connective fibers into the matrix majorly based on the fiber structure. These are the three types of the fibers are involving. They are the collagenous fibers, elastic fibers, reticulate fibers here. Okay. Collagenous fibers are the white fibers here, generally called as the white fibers. Common you say. White fibers are involving. Elastic fibers are the yellow fibers. Yellow fibers are involving. Reticulate fibers are involving. So here the collagenous fibers are forming by the collagen protein. These fibers are forming by the collagen protein. Elastic fibers are forming by the elastin protein. Collagen protein, elastin protein, and the reticulate fibers are forming the reticulin. Okay, reticulin protein. So these are the three types of the fibers are involving into the connective. So the basic structure is forming whatever it is the types of the connective tissue. All those are having into these three basic components. One is the matrix is there, connective tissue is there, connective fibers are there. Okay, and the specification, the connective tissue specification can be discussed. First one is a loose connective tissue we can take. Loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue we are taking. So the name itself is explaining that the fibroblast or the connective tissue fibers are arranged into a number of the bundles. Here we are taking the connective tissue fibers are arranged into the number of the bundles. Number of the bundles they are arranged here, and these are arranged into the irregularly, not into the regular fashion. So irregularly they are arranged here, not in the single direction. They are arranged into the irregularly, and forming between them the gaps are forming. Areoles are forming. Areoles are nothing but a smaller gaps are formed. So that only these are called as a loosely arranged here. These fibers are arranged as a very loosely, freely they are arranged. So it comes under the loose connective tissue we are taking this. In this loose connective tissue, there are the two categories are presented. One is a areolar connective tissue and other one is a adipose connective tissue here. First one is the areolar connective tissue. In the areolar connective tissue we are taking all the connective fibers are arranged into the number of the bundles with a loose arrangement. That means the collagen fibers, or elastin fibers, or reticulate fibers we can take. So this is the collagen fibers we can, and the reticulate fiber, elastic fibers, and a number of reticulate fibers irregularly, not into a single direction. Irregularly these are arranged here. Okay, so it is called as a loose connective tissue. Loosely they are arranged. And what is mean by the areolar connective tissue means here the areolar connective tissue, all these are irregularly arranged. In between into this arrangement we are taking smaller spaces are forming. Smaller spaces are forming because of their arrangement here. So those are called as areoles. Okay, passing into the smaller spaces are there. So this type of the connective tissue is called as areolar connective tissue. So where it is distributed into the areolar connective tissue means areolar connective tissue is mostly distributed into the subcutaneous layer. Okay, subcutaneous layer. So that means the subcutaneous layer, between into the subcutaneous layer and the muscle bundles, subcutaneous layer and the nervous cells, the subcutaneous layer and the blood vessels. Those are covering and connected with the subcutaneous layer by the areolar connective. That means most of the subcutaneous, that is skin portions, are forming by the areolar connective tissue only. Not only that, the majority of the body is forming by the areolar connective tissue only. Okay. Next one, adipose connective tissue we can take. Here the arrangement and their arrangement, what type of the cells are. So fibers are present. Here areolar connective tissue, whatever it is the connect two cells are there. Fibroblast cells, mast cell, macrophages. So macrophages and the chromophene cells, pigmented cells, reticulate cells, all the types of the cells are present in the areolar connective tissue. All types of the cells. Second one is the adipose tissue here. In the case of the adipose tissue we are taking means adipose cells are presented now. Adipose cells are presented. The matrix, as usual, it is formed by the polysaccharides only. The adipose cells are presented, and the nucleus and the cytoplasm migrate towards into the peripheral. Okay, peripheral migration is occurs. Here the adipose cells are presented. Their matrix we are taking means adipose cells are, these are the one type of the connective cells only, adipose cells. These tissues are forming by the adipose. So what is the advantages of the adipose cells means whenever we are taking the excessive amount of the food material, those are becomes converted as a glycogen form and they are storing into the adipose tissue only. So beneath the subcutaneous membrane, below the subcutaneous membrane, and not only the subcutaneous, even the liver, kidneys. So these places also the adipose tissue is presented. So those places are storing by the excessive amount of the food material whatever we are taking, converted as a adipose, so fat bodies, and they are storing into the these cells. The cellular structures are, the nucleus is presented, nucleus towards moving into the one direction, one peripheral end, and distributed into the cytoplasm is distributed into the peripherally. Middle we are taking means the fat bodies are forming. Okay, fat bodies are. So based on these fat bodies, adipose tissue again into the two types. White adipose tissue, brown adipose tissue. White adipose tissue, brown adipose. White adipose tissue is the monolocular. The white adipose tissue is the monolocular adipose tissue. Brown adipose tissue is the multilocular. What is meant by the monolocular means here the white adipose tissue, the fat bodies are forming as only the one locule, only the one vessel like that, only the bigger vessel, only one vessel is present in their cytoplasm. It is called as a monolocular. So or the white adipose tissue it is. Only the one vessel, only one locule is present. In the multilocular we are having smaller, these are the larger locule is presented. Here the multilocular or the brown adipose tissue we are taking means small size of the number of fat bodies are presented. Okay, so this type of the adipose tissue is called the multilocular or the brown adipose tissue. White is in the brown in the color means because of content of the iron. Iron is presented into this type of the adipose tissue we are taking means, and it is the 20 times more metabolic rate. The metabolic rate of the brown adipose tissue is the 20 times than into the white adipose tissue. And this type of the adipose tissue is presented into the hibernating animals we are taking. Hibernating animals. Okay? Hibernating means you know that now. So inactive condition to getting into the energy, the brown adipose tissue is presented into those animals we are taking. So like this the adipose tissue is forming into this type of the tissues. So where it is distributed in the adipose tissue means around the heart, heart around the heart, kidney and eyeball. So all these regions along with the subcutaneous. The subcutaneous layer. Subcutaneous layer also forming into the adipose tissue. This is the loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue is there. Next one, the dense connective tissue that means the name itself is explained that the dense, that means connective fibers are arranged into the compactly, densely or the closely they are arranged. The loose connective tissue, connective fibers are arranged into the free, loosely there. But in the case of the dense connective tissue that means the dense connective tissue that means compactly they are arranged here. Connective fibers are arranged in the compactly. So that only these are given the name of the dense connective tissue. Again, the dense connective tissues are in the two types, regular and the irregular. Regular dense connective tissue, irregular dense connective. First one, regular dense connective tissue. The regular dense connective tissue that means the connective fibers are arranged as a number of bundles in the regular, like this, parallelly they are arranged, and the fibroblasts, these are the fibroblast cells. In between these bundles of the connective fibers, that means between them, that means these fibroblast cells are arranged in between these connective fibers. So this type of the arrangement is called the regular dense connective tissue. The regular dense connective tissue based on the matrix and their fibers again to the two types. One is the yellow dense connective tissue, yellow fibrous dense connective tissue, and the other one is the white fibrous dense connective tissue here. First one, white fibrous dense connective tissue. White fibrous. That means the matrix already forming by the polysaccharide forms only and the proteins only presented, and the matrix inside the matrix a numerous number of fine white fibers are presented here. White fibers means collagen fibers only presented. So this type of the dense connective tissue is called as a dense regular white fibrous tissue. Okay, dense regular white fibrous tissue we call. And in this dense regular white fibrous tissue is arranged in the white fibroblast tissue and the white fibrous sheet. White fibrous coat and the white fibrous sheet. Two types they are arranged. White fibrous coat we are taking. Cord. White fibrous cord. White fibrous cord means the fibers are arranged as a bundle here. And totally this type of the connective tissue is forming into a rod-like structure or the bundle-like structure. Example, the white fibrous cord we are taking means tendon, which is connected into the skeletal muscles with the skeletal system. That means the bone. Bone and the skeletal muscles are connected by this type of the connective tissue only. What is that? White fibrous cord or the white fibrous connective tissue. And the white fibrous sheets are presented here. These white fibrous sheets are nothing but as a sheet like, that means a membranous like structure they are forming. A membranous like structure they are forming. And these are involving the immovable space of the body. That means skull bony plates are connected by the white fibrous sheets only. Dense connective tissue only. That is a white fibrous sheet. And the dura mater of the brain, around the brain, meninges are there. That is the dura mater of the brain is also connected with the white fibrous sheets only. So nerve cells are also connected by the white fibrous sheets only. nerves and the blood vessels mark. Their tunica adventitia, that is outer coverings. We are taking, they are forming by the white fibrous sheets only. Periosteum, that means outer lineages of the bone is also forming by the white fibrous sheets only. Like these retinal and the scleral structures, the inner lineages of the retina and the sclera is also forming by the white fibrous sheets only. So these are into the different portions of the white fibrous sheets and the white fibrous cords that comes under the regular density. Next one is the yellow fibrous sheets. Yellow fibrous connective tissue. Yellow fibrous connective tissue. So what is the difference between the yellow connective fibrous tissue and the white fibrous connective tissue means? In the case of the yellow fibrous connective tissue, the matrix is the same. The yellow fibers are presented, that means elastin fibers are presented as a bundles. So these are the elastin fibers, yellow fibers are presented as a number of bundles here. In between them, the fibroblast cells are arranged here. The fibroblast cells are arranged here. Fibroblast cells are arranged here. And these are into the flexible regions. Flexible, wherever the flexibility is there, those portions are forming by these yellow fibrous sheets are forming. Again, the yellow fibrous tissue, connective tissue is also again the yellow fibrous cord and yellow fibrous sheets. We are differentiated based on their distribution. Yellow fibrous cord we are taking ligaments are forming by the yellow fibrous cords are forming. Yellow fibrous cords are forming, and yellow fibrous sheets we are taking means they are forming by the trachea and the bronchioles. Okay, their cartilages, the inner walls of the trachea, bronchioles and the lungs, they are forming by the yellow fibrous connective tissues only. The sheets are forming. Alveoli we are taking the elasticity is there. Bronchioles we are taking elasticity is there. Trachea we are taking elasticity is forming. Those portions are forming the yellow fibrous connective tissue and their sheets only form. So this is regarding to the regular dense connective tissue. And the irregular dense connective tissue we are taking majority of the body parts is connective tissue wherever it is forming, that is forming by the irregular dense connective tissue. Majority of the body parts. This is regarding to the connective tissues we are taking. Okay. Next one, specialized connective tissue we are taking. The final type we are taking specialized connective tissue. Specialized connective tissue. What is a specialized connective tissue means? These are performing the specific categories, specific functions are forming, specialized structures are forming. So that these are called as specialized connective tissue. So they are further differentiated into the skeletal tissues. The skeletal tissue we are taking means first one is a cartilage tissue. Cartilage tissue here. So cartilage tissue is a somewhat flexible portions. So majority of in the embryonic stage, the development of the embryonic stage, all the bony parts of the humans are forming by the cartilage tissue. That means initially the bones are cartilaginous bones only. Later on they becomes replacing by their matrix is replacing by the calcium carbonate, so that only the bony tissue is forming. Cartilage becomes converted against the bony tissue. Okay. So first of all they are forming the framework of the body is forming by the cartilage tissue only. The cartilage again we are taking is based on into their composition. These are into the hyaline cartilage, fibrous cartilage and calcified cartilage here. Okay, hyaline cartilage, wherein the stress, wherever it is a stress is involving, external forces are involving, those parts of the body is the inner parts of the body is covering, protecting by the hyaline cartilage tissue. For example, sternal, intestinal ribs, they are articulating. The bony surfaces are articulated. So two surfaces are articulating by this cartilage tissue. So cartilage tissue is the chondroblast cells and the chondrocytes are they are secreting into the cartilage tissue. We are taking means so they are having into the lumen. So interstitial lumen is presented in they are taking into the so nucleus, the structure is presented into the each chondroblast cells and the chondrocyte there. Hyaline cartilage you are taking wherever it is a higher pressure is applying, that portion is forming by the hyaline. Example, you are taking the sternal ribs. Okay. Next one is the fibrous cartilage. The pelvic region, the pubic symphysis we are taking means those places are articulating. Hip bones are articulating. Those are forming by the fibrous cartilage. It is the strongest cartilageous bone we are taking. Strongest cartilage tissue here. Okay. That is the fibrous cartilage. In this case, we are taking means the elastic cartilage fibers or the connective fibers are arranged into the individually. Number of numerous they are presented, but arranged into the individual they are forming like this. The matrix they are forming into the individual. But the calcified cartilage tissue we are taking, the matrix is filling by the calcium. Calcium carbonate is filling here. So that only it is into the harder into the structure. These cartilage into the hardening. So these three types of the cartilages are presented in the skeletal tissue. And the skeletal tissue, another type, this is the cartilage tissue. The skeletal tissue we are coming means bony tissue is also comes under the skeletal tissue. Bony tissue we are taking means the matrix is presented. The matrix inside the matrix fibroblast cells are presented, connective fibers are presented, along with these organic and inorganic matters are presented. Organic matters means living matters, bony living matters are. Inorganic materials we are taking phosphate, calcium carbonates, sulfates, sulfates are there. So potassiums, so magnesium sulfates, all these are presented into the bony tissue we are taking. And the TS we are taking means a canonical structures and the Haversian system is presented into the bony tissue. It is forming into the frame or the framework of the body, that is into the bony tissue we are taking. The inner bony, that means matrix of the bony tissue we are taking means it is forming by the connective tissues only, connective fibers only it is present. So it is also skeletal tissue we are taking. These two types of the tissues are connective tissues are the specialized one. Next one is the vascular. Vascular we are taking blood connective tissue and the lymph connective tissue. Lymphatic tissue, blood. So blood it is called as the fluid connective tissue, lymph is also fluid connective tissue. So these two, that is RBC, WBC, platelets, thrombocytes, everything we are discussed into the circulatory system. And the lymphatics, lymph and the lymph structure also we discussed into the. So the function of the vascular connective tissue is supplying of the nutrients and the eliminating of the waste materials into the body. That is the basic function of the connective vascular tissue. Okay, vascular connective tissue. Yeah. Next one, pigmented connective tissue. Pigmented connective tissue. Here the pigmented connective tissue is pigment is presented now. Example, what type of the pigment? Melanin. The melanocytes are forming into this type of the connective tissue, that is melanin is producing. Melanocytes are producing. Melanin connective. Melanin is so they are involving into the connective tissue. So it is called as a pigmented connective tissue here. Okay. Reticulate. Reticulate tissue. Reticulate connective tissue you are taking reticulocytes. Reticulocytes you are taking. The reticulocytes are involving into the reticulate connective tissue. Mostly these are forming. The reticulate connective tissue is forming the cytoplasmic bridges are forming at the cytoskeletal structure. That means these connective fibers are arranged as a star-shaped structure. Reticular structure is forming. So that means these are called as a reticulate fiber tissue. So mostly the reticulate fiber tissue is distributed into the liver, pancreas, okay, spleen, and the lobules of the spleen. Those places are forming the reticulate connective. And the mucoid connective tissue is also presented here. So mucoid connective tissue is also distributed into these internal structures. We are taking the spleen, pancreas, those parts are forming the mucoid. So all these are comes under the connective, different categories of the connective tissue here. So up to this is the connective tissue. Next we are taking the muscular tissue and the nervous tissue. The muscular tissue we are taking means three types of the muscles are presented. Skeletal muscles are muscular means sarcomere. The basic functional unit of the muscular tissue is the sarcomere. The body majorly forming by the muscle only. Muscular way. Here the three types of the muscles are presented: skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, and the cardiac muscles. Skeletal muscles means they are attaching with the bone. Smooth muscles forming the visceral or the peritoneal layers are formed. Peritoneal structure, visceral organs are formed by the smooth muscle. Cardiac means heart valves are forming by the cardiac muscles. So their specification, their structure already we discussed in the locomotion. Okay, from there to it can be recollected. Okay, this is regarding to the muscularity. The same like that as a neural tissue. Neural tissue we are taking. So already neural control and the coordination is also completed. There we discussed neural tissue is nothing but as a cyton is presented. Here muscular tissue is originated from the mesoderm. Neural tissue is originated from the endodermis here. Endodermis. Here the neural cell is basic neural cell we are taking. Cyton is presented, axon is presented, dendrites are forming, and the telomeres, that means the nerve ends are also presented here. So the cyton is distributed in the neuroplasm here. Neuroplasm, and the missile granules are presented, a central nucleus is forming, and the projections of the cyton neuroplasm is forming in the dendrite structures. They are receiving into the signals. Sensory organs are formed by the neural nervous system here. And the axon is an extended portion of the cyton and ends with the number of branches are forming, nerve terminals are formed. So these terminals are attached with the either the sensor organs or the motor organs they are taken. So that means from the central nervous system to the sensor organ to the central nervous system, the central nervous system to the motor organs. So these are conducting into the electrical impulse. These are the specialized tissues which are conducting into the electrical impulse by the potential difference. Okay, by the repolarization and the depolarization process. So based on the structure we are taking apolar, unipolar, bipolar, pseudo-unipolar, multipolar neurons are presented. Apolar means polarity is not there. That means axon is absent into these type of the cells. This is the apolar neural. And unipolar means this is the unipolar. Bipolar means bipolar here. And pseudo-unipolar means like that as a here, this one bipolar like this one. This is the bipolar. Pseudo-unipolar. It look like as a bipolar, but it is a unipolar only. Okay. Multipolar means this is the multiple. Dendrites are more into the more angles are present. This is called the multipolar. So like this, the tissues in the animals are forming into these type of the arrangement and their function this is. Okay. So this is regarding to the structural organization into the animals and animal tissues we are taking.